Hi, I'm Emily of Emily's Line Fitness, and welcome to this butt and inner thighs workout, all on the mat. Today we're gonna go no equipment, nice and simple on the floor. All you need is a mat or a soft surface, and from there we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna turn to one side, so coming onto your hands and your knees. You wanna stack your hips directly over your knees, your shoulders directly over your wrists, fan your fingers out nice and wide, and we'll start with just a cat-cow. Inhaling to arch your back, exhaling to round. 2 more, inhaling to arch, exhaling to round, just moving the spine a little bit before we need it to stay still. Inhale, arch, exhale, round. And then come back to this neutral position. So you have a little bit of rounding in your upper back, a little bit of arching in your lower back. From there, you're gonna tuck your toes under, inhale, and on the exhale, lift your hips up and back into a very short downward facing dog. And when I say a short downward facing dog, I don't necessarily mean a short series, I mean more a short stance, because we're gonna find that all fours in a moment. And so we have to be in a little bit of a tinier letter A in order to make it work. Inhale here, you can soften your knees as much as you need to really stick your butt up towards the ceiling. Exhale, you're gonna roll forward, find that all fours hover, knees under hips, shoulders over wrists, and then inhale back to the dog. Exhale, rolling forward into your all fours hover, lengthen your spine, tail away from crown of head, and then inhale, lifting back up into that dog. We exhale down, 2, 3, 4, inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. As you roll forward into that all fours knee hover, I want you to try to really roll through your spine. So rounding out your back on the transition and then hitting that all fours knee hover, lengthening your spine back to its neutral. Taking it up, 2, 3, 4, and down. 3, 4. Last 5, we're gonna hold it in that hover. Last 4, 3, 2, hold it in your hover for just 8. Good, lengthen the tailbone away from the crown of the head for just 6. Draw those abdominals up and away from the floor, you've got this. Last 5, last 4, last 3, 2, drop your knees down. You can drop your elbows down as well. And for any of you who are hating me for making you do that, I bet you feel a lot warmer than when you started, okay? So ultimately, it's a good thing. From there, we're gonna lengthen the right leg, so the leg farthest away from me. Lift your right thigh up and away from the floor, and rotate your right hip towards the mat, so both sides of your pelvis are still equidistant to the ground. You can lift that right thigh up a little bit higher, but I only want you to lift it up as high as you can hug your front ribs in towards your spine. Inhale, lower the right toes to tap the mat. Exhale, lift the right leg back up, drawing a straight line on the wall behind you. It's down, down, lift, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale to lift. All right, so we're gonna be here for a little bit. Focusing right now on the back of the leg and the butt cheek. And in just a moment, we're gonna add in some inner thigh to this more glute-oriented exercise. Now I have the elbows down here just to give a little bit more support so that you feel nice and stable in this position, and also to give your wrists a break if you've been typing a lot or your wrists are just bothering you. But if you prefer to do this all fours position up on the hands, you can come up at any point, okay? It's all the same in terms of what's happening in the lower body. It's just a little bit of variety in your upper body as you need. All right, we're gonna hold that right leg lifted in 8. In 6, we hold it up. 4, 3, 2, hold that right leg lifted. Now we're gonna change up that movement for the right leg. You're gonna cross your right leg behind your left leg. Try to tap the corner of your mat. As you tap that right leg down, keep the left hip reaching away from your left armpit. Exhale, lift the right leg back up. And then inhale, try to tap the outer corner now. So trying to tap the right corner of your mat. Exhale, lifting the right leg back up to the center. So we go cross for 2, center for 2, cross, or out for 2, center for 2. Try it again. Cross for 2, center for 2, out for 2, lift for 2. Whoo, baby. You feel the back of your leg? We don't need weights. We don't need resistance bands. We just need focus and the right exercise. And oh, baby, are we going to feel the back of the leg? Ooh. Down and across, up and center, out and down, up and center. Got just one more change here. I know we're feeling it. Get ready for that change. 8. In 7, push your elbows down, push your hands down. 6, to glide those shoulder blades away from each other. 4. Last 3, we hold it center. Last 2, hold it center. Wrap that right hip down even more, and now give me tiny pulses of that right leg. Up and up and up and up for 8. Last 6. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and release. Oh my goodness. Okay, we feel the back of the right leg. We feel the right butt cheek. We're gonna move on into our inner thigh work for this right side. And in order to get into that inner thigh, we're gonna come on to our right side as well. Bend your left knee, plant your left foot into the floor, knee pointing up towards the ceiling, and lengthen your right leg towards the opposite edge of your mat. From there, you're gonna take your right leg forward and then sweep your right leg back. So we go forward and back, forward and back. As you sweep the right leg forward and back, keep both sides of your pelvis reaching away from your shoulders, trying to keep both sides of your waist nice and long. I don't want you to just kind of collapse into the movement, but really hug the right side of your waist away from the floor. Out. And in. Good. As you take your right leg out, notice if your leg, like mine, wants to turn your toes towards the floor. Can you keep your leg a little bit more parallel to the mat? Nice. We're going to hold the right leg in 8. Good. In 7. Last 6. We're moving on. Last 5. Last 4. 3. 2. Hold your right leg in. Now, really small, you're gonna pulse that right leg. Up, 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 and up. Nice. Good. Now, if your right shoulder is bothering you or your right side of your neck is bothering you, you can do the same thing in a side lying position. It's even maybe gonna let you lift that right thigh a little bit higher. 8. One more change, 7. Last 6, this video is nice and quick. We're just coming in, we're getting it done. Last 5, we hold the right leg lifted, 4. Last 3, 2, hold the right leg lifted as high as you can. Push that left foot into the mat as much as possible. And now give me a little bend stretch of your right knee. You soften or unlock and then stretch, pulling that kneecap towards your hip. Good. Stay here, or for your final extensions, feel free to lift your hips up, getting a little bit more into that left inner thigh. Good. Kick, kick, and kick. Last 8. Last 6. Last 4. 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Whew. All right, from there, we're gonna roll onto our back. Laying all the way down, bring your knees together, bring your feet together, and then lift yourself up into your bridge position. If you feel a little bit of tightness in your kneecap, I do, I'm just gonna walk my feet a little bit further forward. Holding here, curl your pubic bone towards your face as much as you can. From there, you're gonna squeeze those inner thighs together as much as possible. Breaking at the hip, lower your hips down just to tap the mat. And then exhale, lift your hips up. Think of the bottom of your pelvis connecting to the backs of your thighs. Ooh, get a big cramp in your hamstrings. It's inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Squeeze those inner thighs together. It's like you had a playing card between those knees and you didn't want to lose it. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. All right, and now when you are lifting and lowering your hips, every once in a while, you might want to take a look down and notice if one side of your pelvis is starting to tip towards the floor. For me, I say it because I notice that over time, my left hip kind of lags and my right hip starts to take over. So maybe for you it's the same. Nevertheless, just every so often you're like, okay, checking in, looking good, and adjusting as needed. Nice, 8. In 7, we're gonna hold it up, 6. In 5, last 4, you're already past the halfway point of this workout. Last 3, 2, hold it up at your highest point. Now, think about the front of your pelvis curling towards the front of your rib cage, trying to tuck your tailbone into the backs of your thighs, squeeze the invisible card between your knees, and give me tiny pulses of those hips. Up and up for 8. Good, 7. Add a little squeeze of the glutes if you haven't yet. 6. Really squeezing that butt, thinking about 2 hands making fists. Last 5. 4. 3, 2, 1, and release. Whew, all right, grab onto those knees, rock and roll yourself over. We do the same thing on the second side. And then you're out of here. Coming into your all fours position, knees are underneath your hips. We're gonna come down onto our forearms, shoulders over your elbows, press your palms into the mat. Take a second to draw your abdominals away from the floor as well. And now we're gonna extend that left leg nice and long. Lift your left thigh up towards the ceiling, keeping your left hip pointing towards the floor so you're still square to the mat beneath you. Inhale, lower the left leg down. Exhale, lift your left thigh up only as high as you can hug your front ribs in towards your spine, and inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift and lift. Inhale, lower and lower. Exhale, lift and lift, and lower and lower. All right. Now I think today is an Emily's Line Fitness first, in that I'm wearing socks to record. And I'm not even wearing grippy socks. I used to wear grippy socks when I would film bar workouts, but then I transitioned to doing more barefoot. But I'm wearing not even grippy socks, I'm just wearing cozy socks because it is absolutely freezing in my apartment right now. I'm in Berlin. It's like 4 in the afternoon and the sun has already set. Classic Berlin. And I would say over the weekend, winter really arrived. So the temperature just absolutely plummeted. I feel like things are really getting real at this point. I wanted to film in a sweater, and then I was like, ugh, if I wear a sweater, you can't see my form. And so I decided to still wear a tank top, but I couldn't give up the socks. Last 3, we hold it up. Last 2. Last one. Now we're gonna make it a little bit more complicated, but you can do this. We're gonna cross that left leg behind the right, tap the edge of your mat. As you tap the foot to the floor, if your right hip starts to shrink up towards your right armpit, you wanna keep sending that right hip away. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, tapping out. Exhale, lift up. So we go inhale and cross. Exhale and lift. Inhale, tap out. And exhale and lift. There we are. Inhale and cross. Exhale and lift. Inhale and tap out. Exhale and lift. Now, at this point, if you feel like you would prefer to be up on those hands, I didn't give that option yet, but of course you can always come up onto your hands. If you feel like you just need a little bit of a break, you take it. I am certainly feeling my hamstrings. I am certainly feeling my butt. Whew, for sure. And I'm feeling my inner thighs, obviously. Last 8. In 7, we're getting ready to hold that left leg lifted. We're gonna finish with those tiny pulses. In 5, last 4, last 3, 2, hold it lifted, hold it center, give me tiny pulses. Lift and lift. Here as well, you can think about squeezing that left butt cheek. I like to think about my thigh really lifting up for 5. Draw your abdominals in, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower that left leg down. Whew. All right, let's finish it. Let's get into those inner thighs and then you're out of here. Left elbow underneath your left shoulder. Bring your right knee up to the ceiling, right foot to the floor. And now extend that left leg. Good, we're gonna lift the left leg, point the toe, or not point the toes, flex the foot. You sweep that left leg forward, and then you sweep that left leg back. Inhale, forward, forward, exhale, back, back, forward, forward, back, and back. Now, if you are feeling any discomfort in your left elbow, pushing into the mat, at any point you can roll your mat a couple of times, you can grab a sweater, you can grab a towel, a blanket, and put it underneath your left elbow. Good. In, out, out, in, out, out. Anyway, yes, so winter is upon us. Not so much the time to be outside anymore. It's the time to get cozy, to read books, I guess, bake. That's really what I'll be doing, reading books and baking. And working, of course. All right, we're getting ready to hold that left leg in just a moment. If you have started to collapse to the floor, can you hug the left side of your waist away from the mat? 5, happens to the best of us. 4, we hold it lifted, or in. 3, 2, you hold it lifted and you hold it in, and you pulse it up, up, up. All right, those left inner thighs are working here. If as you lift that left inner thigh up, you notice other things are starting to move, make the movement as small as you need so nothing else changes. Last 8, we're gonna hold it lifted. We're gonna take it to a bend stretch to finish. In 4, 3, 2, hold it lifted, tiny bend. Bend, stretch, a little faster. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch. So I'm just unlocking my left knee and then locking it out. My kneecap is softening and then pulling up towards my hip joint. Good, now you can stay here, or if you want that extra layer for the right inner thighs, push into your right foot, push into your right foot and left elbow, and lift your hips up. Oh, you got this, grow tall. 8 counts and you're done. Last 8, last 6, last 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice job, everybody. I hope you feel your butt. I hope you feel your inner thighs. Let's go ahead and get a quick stretch in for those inner thighs. Extend your right leg towards the corner of your mat. You can hug your left foot in. Reach your left arm up and overhead and give me that side bend towards the right thigh. Good. You can turn your nose towards your knee, pulling your chest towards your thigh, feeling the hamstrings. This side I feel a little bit. I know the next side I'm gonna feel a lot because I'm always tighter on that second side. All right, switching sides. Here we go, left leg long. Right foot in towards your pubic bone. Reach your right arm up and overhead. I feel it already, look at that. And now give me that side stretch. Whew. Perfect. All right, now rotating nose to knee. And then coming back to center, you can crisscross those legs in front of you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Nice job working your butt, working your inner thighs. I didn't mention your hamstrings, but anytime we're working butt, we're getting hamstrings. So the back of that leg should be feeling super fired up. If you like this workout and you want some more bodyweight workouts, then boy, do I have the playlist for you. I'll go ahead and link you to my bodyweight routine in case you want to just keep on working, go for it. If you like this workout and you just want to see more from me, then I would love to have you as a part of my channel. It is Emily's Aligned Fitness, and I have new videos coming out every single week. Thank you for joining me. I know it's not easy to make the time. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.